Why are there so many Children of the Corn movies? This is a question that has been on my mind since I started doing Chat Cemetery, which is my Stephen King podcast. And if you love all things Stephen King, check it out. There's a link in the description below. But I went through and I was making the spreadsheet and I was like, there's a lot of Children of the Corn movies, and I didn't want to cover all of them, to be honest. So I covered the first three, and there are actually 11 Children of the Corn movies, which is kind of wild to think about. And there's actually one short film that came out in 1983, which is before the first Children of the Corn movie. And I'm just going to run through the list of movies here, and I'm using my phone, honestly, because I didn't want to memorize all of the different subtitles for the 11 movies. Not all of them have them, but the first one was in 1984. The second one is Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. That one didn't come out until 1993, so there was a pretty big gap, and then they just keep coming and coming and coming because Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest, was in 1995. You have Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering, in 1996. You have Children of the Corn 5, Fields of Terror. I will give them credit. I do like that sort of subtitle there. That one came out in 1998. You have Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return, that came out in 99. And this one is one of the other ones that I've considered covering on the podcast just because it does give you the return of a very specific character from the first movie. So that one, we'll see. It's not determined just yet. But then you have Children of the Corn Revelation in 2001. And then we get a remake. For some reason, none of the others were considered remakes. They were just, derivative sequels. Most of them don't have anything to do with the original source material. But in 2009, we got that Children of the Corn remake. Then Children of the Corn Genesis in 2011. A pretty lengthy gap until Children of the Corn Runaway in 2018. And there's a Children of the Corn that came out in 2020, and oh boy, have I said Children of the Corn so many times in this video already. I will try to lessen that a little here, but with the 2021, because of the pandemic, I don't think it really got a theatrical release, and this one is one that kind of got more attention than the others. I've seen news pieces floating around about this one for the last few years now, and I'm still on the fence with whether or not I'm going to check it out, but it does seem to have had a decent sized budget in comparison to some of the other ones, so maybe it is worth watching, but, I capped it at 3. You have a Charlize Theron cameo in the third one. You have Linda Hamilton in the first one, so there are some fun aspects to the first few, maybe 2 less so. I think 1 and 3 were definitely the best, if you could call them best, I guess, as far as Children of the Corn movies go. So for me, it was just, about what can I do to sort of cover the ones that I think more people have seen. And with those 3, it seems like after that it kind of fell off. And like I said, 666, maybe that's one I'll visit at some point, but let's just say I'm not in a rush to. And I want to talk about why this many Children of the Corn movies exist. And Stephen King does what he calls dollar babies. So this allows students, young filmmakers, to buy the rights to Stephen King short stories or novellas, I believe, for $1. So it's real easy for students to do some of these things as a passion project. And I think some of these are student films, to be honest, especially when you get into like the 7, 8, and 9 territory. So there's a lot of them probably for that reason, but at the same time, I don't understand why this is the story that so many people decided to adapt. And, I haven't seen Disciples of the Crow either, but since that's a short film, that's a big maybe. And I'm always curious why this is the one. So if you know anything about why this one's been adapted so many times outside of the dollar baby fact, let me know. And if you have watched these, let me know which ones you've watched, if you enjoyed them, all of that stuff in the comments. And if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But that's all I have to say about this. I'm just fascinated that there's this many and absolutely baffled by it. So thank you all for watching, and Let me know what other Stephen King videos you want me to do. I love talking about this stuff, so I'll see you next time.